Hey, man, you can slow this. You can slow this thing down, man. We actually on time this week.
I know, but it's like it's just so quiet, man. Like you ain't got nothing to listen to on here.
Oh shoot, man! Don't say no more. I know it's got to be some CDs around here somewhere, man. I know it's a rental, but they gotta have gave us some kind of music. Let me see,
they
man.
would give us this Batmobile with the CD player in it.
Right. Well, here's a CD with it look like a rabbit and a gold tooth, bro. Let me see what this is real quick.
All right.
Thoughts will be with you always.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man?
Why did you say that name?
You hear about the cable?
What is thy bidding, my master?
Ask God.
Forever, forever, ever. Forever, forever.
Yeah, what it do? What it do, everybody? We have arrived.
So let's hit it with the sauce.
Cause if you ain't got the sauce, then that's your loss, son. You know what it is. It's your boy Freddie Roy chilling with the homie Lavis B, and together we are the Mayne Authority. Your one-stop shop for whatever the hell we feel like talking about, man.
Yes, sir.
What it do, bro? We on
What it
time.
is? Hey, yeah, right.
Can't believe it, man. Look at that. You see what happened with a little bit of preparation? Love it, man. We in the building. I'm hyped now. Look,
Yes.
What's good, man? How the week been for you?
It's been all right, man. It's been a crazy week, but it's all right. It's
Yes,
all right.
same, bro. I was glad for it to be over, man. Like, oh, man.
Yep. Felt like
Relax.
Friday, man.
Yeah,
As soon as I got my
man.
check, I was gone.
Gone. I was gone. Wasn't trying to play
Gone.
them games at all.
Not at all.
Oh, man. Love it. Love it, man. Well, look, it's Saturday night. I'm feeling right. And I am ready to get this thing going, man. So let's get it popping, man. Let's see what's good. What do we got on the docket this week? What we talking about?
You know, what we got, man. You know it.
Yeah, know exactly what we got, man. Let's go on and get into all of it. We're gonna be talking that Moon Knight. We got a little bit of DC news in the video game world. We gotta talk about that Thor Love and Thunder.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
There was a show came on this week by the way of Moon Knight. Did you happen to catch that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Oh man, what's going on?
I think I did. No.
He playing. Of course we talking about it, man. We talking about it.
Duh.
You know what
Yes,
we
you
doing.
know it.
Do me a favor,
Man.
Wallace. Cue up some visuals so we can get into the first topic, if you please. Man, did you see this?
Yes.
Did you actually
It's
see
been going around. heavy.
Yes. The Unreal 5 engine Superman kind of demo type, give you a demonstration of what could be.
Yes.
Now, I don't know about you, but when I saw this, I started to salivate just a little bit. Same way I did when I saw that Matrix Unreal 5 engine demo.
Right.
Then I realized this is all just conceptual. Show me some substance.
Yeah. Yeah. that's
Because
what I
it
need.
looks pretty. It looks dope. But where the game at though?
Right.
I need
That's
some
what we need.
I need some gameplay. I need you to tell me that we got a game coming. Don't show me what could be. Show me what is or what will be. That's
Facts.
my problem, man. I'm just like, look, this is cool. I'm down with the Unreal 5 engine. I like the tech demos. I like for them to show us the capabilities, but this really just feels like E3 back in the day, where you like every time a new console would come out, they do a little E3 demo and show you all of these crazy graphics, and then it'd be 2 or 3 years before you see anything that look close to what you saw in E3, and it's still scaled down. You're like, wait a minute, that was 60 frames a second, 4K. Why is it like scaled down to 1080p and we barely tapping 30 frames a second now? What is this?
Some bull.
Exactly. Grade A bull. So I'm just saying, man, like if you're going to hit me with some Superman, then I'm going to need you to give me some substance behind it.
Yes.
And that's been an ongoing topic for us, man. Like, why have we not gotten a decent Superman game, man?
I think it mostly circulates around the fact that they feel he needs to have a health bar. The health bar is something that is ingrained in a lot of games as a consequence. So it's the lack of consequences I feel that they have an issue with. But
hey, Dark Chaos hitting us with the $10, man. I appreciate you, my guy, as always, man.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes. All day, every day. Just talk about you earlier, Darth. He's always up in the building.
Always, man. First and foremost, love that, man. Appreciate the love. Yes. Go ahead, homie.
Yeah, like they always have to have the consequence really circulate around a health bar. You know, he's got to be able to get hit so many times, endure so much damage before boom. So I feel like Superman is the challenge that nobody wants to take on, because how do you give him a health bar? And there's small answers to that. You know, there are villains that he could go up against that can honestly hurt him. You know, Parasite, he was able to drain his powers. You, of course, can always put him in the origin story where he's got to face off against Zod. Maybe not the entire game, but that could be little chapters or something. So, you know, there are people you can put him against that will match his power level. But outside of that is the problem they have. Like you flying around town, giving him an open world, and he's stopping bank robbers. Like, how do you have him stop a bank robber? Is it a video that you got to watch? Are you able to actually interact in it? How do you pull that off? Then the fights, you know, it's got to be, and I feel the Unreal Engine is something that can do it, but it's got to be something that can handle Superman. You know, when Superman punches somebody, they got to go through a building.
Yes.
And games that we have now, you know, yeah, that's possible, but it's usually a cutscene or some kind of something that alludes to you can move into this space now and continue the fight. So I feel with the Unreal Engine is a possibility that they'll actually be able to either have you knock somebody into a building and it crumble completely, or at least knock them through it and continue the game. For what I've seen, in especially a game like Cyberpunk, they're able to have a vast world where you can actually interact and go into places. And I feel like that's something we really need to happen fluidly. So, but besides that, it's really just the storyline. You got to give him you got to give the player moral choices to make that would either go with Superman or, you know, make it interesting to where you can, it's not only can you play as Superman, but you have the choice to become a good Superman or a bad one, where you have different endings there. You know what I'm saying? Like, who could take down Superman? You know, it would be the Justice League. They can make it super hard and difficult, but it's possible to actually beat the entire Justice League. And then you get that secret ending or something. But they really need to focus more on the not just the gameplay, but the storytelling. The storyline is what's going to be important. And a low idea that I had was, if you can't make him a continuous story, kind of like they did with the Arkham series, if you can't do something like that, or if you want to experiment just with the gameplay, then what you do is you make like a game where you can play as Superman and you go through the different chapters of his life in a way. And then you kind of give small ties in between on storyline. People might not like that too much when they want a substance story based on a Superman game. Which, you know, maybe Wonder Woman will kind of explore a little bit what we possibly can get if they did that. But at the same time, you would be at least able to play the game as Superman and be in scenarios where, he's definitely omnipotent, but you got to figure out a way to take down this villain outside of actually killing him. You know what I'm saying? Because Superman don't kill. So, you know, instead of giving them a power bar all the time, you can have it where Superman has to do certain things in order to subdue the enemy
Right.
rather than kill him half the time. So, you can do that, have an experimental game at first, but we need a series of these. You know what I'm saying? We need more than just one Superman game. I don't want them to make a really substance-driven Superman game that's really good, and then that's it for the next 10, 15 years.
Gotcha.
I'm cool with little small games like that. You get to play Superman and get to fight Darkseid. You get to fight certain other villains that can match his power level, and it's just the chapters or something like that. Like, I would be cool with that, but we need to get it. We need it, and I feel like Discovery has discovered Superman finally, and they are definitely ramping up on those games over there. We'll probably get a whole bunch more besides Superman. How dope would this look if it was a Green Lantern game?
Yeah, I'm saying
You have to go and choose different Green Lanterns and fly and actually police the galaxy and go through different storylines that way. That would be fucking amazing. They have so many different properties they're not using. A Flash game actually would be dope. If you honestly think about it, especially with the Unreal 5 engine, you can have them phasing through the buildings and stuff. Like, that would be dope. You can see people and like working and all types of papers flying. That would be hot.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what you could do, and it wouldn't even require them to like go too far beyond what, like, in terms of like it being a stretch canon wise. Do an Injustice prequel trilogy game series.
That would be dope.
And what you do is you start Superman out as the Superman we know, and give him a villain at the end. It could be Zod, it could be Lex Luthor, whoever you want it to be. But basically, you have two different options when you Superman in terms of how you get through levels. You either just bully through it, knocking mofos through buildings and whatnot, or you have to use more of a problem-solving aspect to where you defeat enemies or whatever, like in a non-lethal way. But it's like a series of things you have to do, or a series of like alternate routes you have to take in order to like actually do that part. So that extends the gameplay, as opposed to, if you want to, you can just go through the whole game like smashing everybody, but have it adapt to the storyline so that you get you have one ending that goes one way based on if Superman went full evil, and then the ending if he stayed pure. Now, you say, where the follow-up come in with that? So then you continue that, and depending on, in the second game, depending on how you handled it, when you pick up the second game, it picks up where you left off. So if you had an evil Superman, then in that second game, Superman is basically squaring off against the Justice League, right? Because it's like the Justice League is saying, we got to handle this, and we got to take care of them. So every boss is somebody from the Justice League. Well, you say, okay, well then what happens if Superman took the good route? Then create a scenario where somebody mind controlled the damn Justice League, and now they evil.
Right. Yeah,
and then
keep it in the same vein.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's the same thing, same gameplay. It's just you're looking at the story from a different perspective.
Right.
And then the third game is where it gets dope. Because then on the third game, the build up to that, and like the climax almost, if you will, or the height of that game, is Joker killing Lois.
Right.
And so, bam, now you got full blown like rageful. So you end up right at where you need to end up in order for it to tie into Injustice. But it doesn't matter how you got there, because whether Superman was evil to begin with, like in terms of how you played him, or if he persevered all of that, went through and did, it was like, and stayed good all the way up until only for like Lois to get killed.
Right.
And then bam, you right there at it. Like you could, it's easy to do it. It's just a matter of who wants to sit out and think that storyline through, and then tie in some gameplay that works. But we've seen games be able to do that. I mean, like, look, I get it that like somebody like a Spider-Man is mortal, like can be wounded or killed. But like I'm saying, if you can do a game with Hulk, you can do a game with Superman. Like, when you think about it, it's like games with indestructible protagonists have happened before. Like, you just got to know how to create a game around that character that makes it worth more, or about more than just beating up enemies. That's the whole thing. Like, I want a Superman game that makes me have to really explore his psyche. Like that takes me through a journey to where it's like I have some real tough decisions to make in terms of how I want this dude to turn out. Like some of my favorite games, that's what you have. Like the same way you do with Ghost of Tsushima or with Red Dead. It's like having those moral decisions to make in terms of, damn, do I really want to go that route? Like, or even being like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll make all the wrong decisions the first time, and then I'm gonna go back and do it like as a good guy, vice versa.
Right.
Like, give us those options, man. It's like we was talking about this before the show, man. Like, we are not hard to please. Like, even if you took like a Superman game that worked from back in the day and just bossed that up, give me some like upgraded like graphics. It doesn't need to be something revolutionary. Like, if you haven't noticed, gamers are suckers for nostalgia, man. Just put a nice fresh coat of paint on it, tweak some gameplay, and give people what they want, man.
I tell you what, man, if they actually did go back and redid that Superman Returns game, just tweaked it a bit, probably figure out a better way to handle at least the power bar. But give it like PS5 graphics, I would totally play the hell out of that game.
That's what I'm saying,
I didn't really
man.
have much gripes with the way that they did that game and meshed it together. The biggest gripes that I had were for the fighting. The combat system was what mostly sucked. But other than that, I wouldn't even fight anybody. I enjoyed if you literally flew around the city long enough, you could reach Mach 5.
Yeah.
And it's complete silence. Can't hear nothing.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
like,
it was a dope game.
That's the whole thing, man. Just like, it doesn't have to be like super intricate or anything like that. Hell, we was talking about, I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 earlier, and I was like, man, you know what would be dope? Just remake this joint and give me skins with updated characters. So like, give me Thanos, but with the MCU skin. Don't change the gameplay at all. Right. You know, you can crisp it up a little bit. Give me 60 frames a second and 4K, but don't change the game. Keep the gameplay and everything else exactly how the original is. Just give me some skins and some crisper graphics on that. I don't need the whole, you ain't got to reinvent the wheel every time, man. And then don't not hit me over the head for $70 for that. Drop that mug for like $40 on PlayStation Network, on Xbox or whatever, and like, we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, man, I feel like everything these days is like we talk about DC and them chasing Marvel and like, how can we catch up with Marvel? I feel like every game that drops now, every major game IP that drops now is like, okay, how can we duplicate GTA Online?
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, look, you can make a ton of money by just giving people the basics, man. Just giving people the basics.
One day. We'll see how they handle doing Gotham Knights.
Yes.
I feel like if Gotham Knights comes out and it's a hit, then they really just need to like mold that around certain games. Maybe not make it completely cookie cutter, but there are definitely elements, especially in a game like that you can easily just use that engine and circulate that around. But we'll see what we'll get in the future, man, because we know we ain't getting anytime soon.
You damn right about that. Cyberpunk, man. They came out, they told us, so sorry, but no DLC before 2023.
It's horrible.
Damn.
Just horrible. Just when we was just getting back into the game. You know what I mean?
Well, so about that, I've been thinking about this one, man, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not that mad. Okay. I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad. And the reason I say I'm not mad is because we saw what happened when they rushed the launch. You couldn't play the game for about a good year.
Yeah.
So they finally have cleaned it up. They've got the game. It's playable. It's enjoyable. If the downloadable content is going to come out bug free in 2023, I'm with it. Because this is huge, right? Because if you think about it, we was just talking about GTA, and GTA 5 is a game where we were promised single player DLC that we never got. Yet here we are 12 years later, and they still pumping, or what is it, 10 years, I'm sorry. 10 years later, and we still pumping out GTA Online versions. We are in a whole second console generation from the one that it dropped on.
Right.
And we still putting updates on online and still ain't got nothing for single player. So this is huge for Cyberpunk, man, because I feel like if they can nail this DLC, they might be able to carve that spot out that they was trying to get in the first place, man. And this might bring it right back up to where they are legitimate and people are really looking at seeing this franchise grow, man. Because GTA ain't it, bro. Like I'm the more I think about it, even though we know 6 is coming, like I just think the GTA is about to be for these young cats, man. I don't think like gamers on our demographic gonna be fooling with GTA like that anymore, man.
Yeah, it's like GTA is the 2K of that world right there. You try to go in there and
you watch your mouth.
You keep 2K
out my that part, bro.
But for real though, it's like, you know, I just try to go on there and do a mission. I just be trying to chill. You walk outside the door and get popped for no reason, and it's like, man, I'm just trying to play the game. So then,
bro.
you know, you can't even live in the city.
No,
you can't do, you know, you're saying the people. And then when you actually team up with a person, you gotta hope that they're at least 12 years old or older, because otherwise they don't want to finish the mission, especially if they got the objective on them. Then they want to do all this extra crazy type stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping when 6 comes out, it takes those types of people to a while to catch up, so we can actually enjoy the damn game. But I feel like you might be right that we probably could get a division type of GTA 6, to where it's always online. And the storyline,
I don't mind GTA 6 being always online. That's not the part that bothers me. What bothers me is the microtransaction aspect of it, because you know it's only going to be worth continuing to play if you keep dropping money into that money pit, bro. It's just like 2K. Now on that we agree, because 2K and GTA Online are essentially the same. If you want to continue to extend your gameplay value out of it, you either got to be that's either got to be the only thing you playing on the regular, or you got to be willing to drop that cash, man, because like you gonna get left behind in either one of those games, man. And it's like I don't need another one of those in my life. 2K is enough. 2K is enough, man.
But I ain't gonna cap. I'm still gonna buy it.
See, I don't know. I say that. I say that, and I'm like, right. That's the thing, man. It's like I'm definitely GTA is gonna be one of them joints for me going forward. I'm really gonna wait and hang back. Like I do the same thing. I ain't bought a Madden game and I don't know how long either. Not brand new. I didn't spend like the little $20 when it's on sale, when I get a little itch to play some football. But I'm gonna put like GTA is like on Madden level with me, bro. Like I just can't. I'm not even gonna mess with it, man, because I know what I'm getting myself into, man, and I already got one narcotic. 2K is enough. 2K is enough, man. I don't want to. But let me ask you this question then, talking about the Cyberpunk DLC. Now, spoiler alert if you haven't played the game, but by now, I mean, come on. So you know the ending of the game, basically, when you finish, the replay value that you get out of it is it actually resets you before you finish the last mission. So here's my question. Do you want the DLC to be an extension of the main story or something that happens post main story?
Right. Well, I'm about to say on that, I'll have to elaborate a bit because there's like what 5 or 6. It's like 5 endings and 1 secret.
Yes.
And actually, when one of the endings is actually just up and just ended it all.
Yeah, pretty much. Just kind of saying it's a wrap.
Yeah. So I thought that was funny. So essentially, there are some post endings. So I would be interested to see what it was like if they made an Arizona DLC.
Yep, that would be dope. Yeah, so that's what they went to.
I can go with that one. I'm not sure if they'd be able to roll it all into one if you chose to let Johnny Silverhand take over.
Mm-hmm. So
I would be interested to at least be able to get some gameplay, even if it's a short DLC that maybe introduces you into using Johnny Silverhand and then goes into the broader story for the actual DLC, like if it is Arizona or something like that, because he also gets on the bus and leaves.
Okay.
So I would be interested in something like that between the two. But mostly I would say is like I want more of a DLC expansion. So maybe they could have a main story one, but then I need one that to put all the stuff in the game that I'm hearing that we didn't get that was supposed to come out.
Gotcha.
With it. So I'd like to actually experience an actual brain dance and not the type. It doesn't have to be the ones from the clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like brand dances are just pretty much videos that you feel like you're that other person and stuff like that. So there was supposed to be some of those in there, and just plain interaction between people in the streets and stuff like that was supposed to be in there. So like I'd want the expansion to be more the broadening of the game. Like it was supposed to be, and then we can still get into one where it's, you know, and most likely if they did that, it would be included in that new DLC. You know what I'm saying? The little stuff that they missed out on plus the story. But yeah, I would just be interested in see if they decided, because I know they're working on another project that could be another Cyberpunk-esque game, so it might be either Cyberpunk 2 that explains the Arizona, and if that's the case, then for a story or anything like that, maybe. What is it? The voodoo or whatever, that one faction that they had to go to. Yeah,
I know
maybe
exactly what you're talking about.
Expand on that a little bit more, because I thought that the net running on that end was
kind of left it open. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Maybe flesh out some of their stories and stuff like that. Maybe give me some more stuff to do out there with the avocados and stuff like that. Like, little things like that, or broaden the love interests. Some of them have certain stories that you can follow, but like once you finally romance them, that's all. You got nothing else after that. So, you know, maybe if they did stuff like that, but yeah, either an Arizona DLC or just broaden the game, period. And I'd still be down to play from start to finish, because I still have one more faction to start as, and that's being the Nomads. I haven't been a Nomad yet to see how it starts from that angle. So
got you. I'll tell you what I want. I want some of that space heist DLC. That's what I want.
That
give
for
me
the secret ending.
Give me that continuation of that, because I want to see where that ended up, and definitely would like to see like the Arizona continuation piece. But I agree with you. I would want to see definitely want to see them kind of add in all the stuff that we didn't get to kind of flesh out the world a lot more. I tell you what, I wouldn't be mad at either. Give me some more of them fights, man. Like, give me some more of them fights. Give me some more races. Them races was fun, man. I'll do all of that kind of stuff. Like, give me all of the kind of like extracurricular joints that you could do to either pass the time or to grind and level up. And then also, man, raise my level cap.
Yeah,
like,
50 is so
let my level
disappointing.
cap go up, bro. Like, let me be able, if I want to make Mr. Indestructible, let me make Mr. Indestructible. Let me level up and unlock every skill and max out all of it, or as much of it as I choose to. Because once you get to that point, and then like make an incentive for doing so, like, and I don't mean like continuing it, but like continue to level up, even if it's just like the little GCPD missions or whatever, or the NCPD. Like, give me that, like where I'm going and breaking up crimes, but just like make them like more fluid, or make them more complex, make the enemies more difficult. Like,
add more fixers, or give Regina some more missions. And because those were interesting too. Now, I had a question about that. So you said when you did the Regina missions for the cyber psychos that you didn't kill any of them?
No,
because
I didn't.
There were some of them. There was one of them that I know I didn't kill him. When I left him, he was still breathing, rolling around, and all that types of stuff. And then when I had to send the message, it said that he was dead.
Oh, see, you got to be careful, because some of them, they don't die immediately, but depending on how you hit them or what you use, they will still eventually die. So, like, for instance, if you cyber hack somebody and you like, I think it's with the short circuit one or whatever. It'll incapacitate them. But if it's still going, if that timer's still going and it's still taking damage, they can still die from that. Or like if you like burn somebody, like they can still die from that. I've even hit a dude with like my bare fist because I had the gorilla arm, and it's like, oh, he ain't gonna die. But then like I'm like, damn, and it killed him. So
but I've hit a dude with the katana, beat him down, and they still be alive. I don't understand unless you stab them. Yeah,
it's weird, man. It's like some of those mechanics are weird, but every one of them that I did, if I couldn't sneak up and take them out like from behind, then I would like what I would do is just wear it down the health to like under 5%.
Right.
And then just run up and pat until they dropped, until they were done. And
I've done that too. And it killed some. It took one dude
it's
out.
Tricky,
I was like,
because I tell you the one that's hardest. I tell you the hardest one to get is that dude that's like in the mech suit. where he's like chasing.
Yeah.
That
He
dude was hard to
Didn't kill him.
It was hard for me to get a non-lethal takedown on dude because I was like getting frustrated, but finally was able to get that one. But yeah, man, I did that. And that's the other thing too, man. Like revamp some of the rewards you get for jumping through them hoops. Because for me to go non-lethal on all them cats and I ain't get nothing that special, I'm like, or like the monk. When you go through all those monk missions and then you get to the end, I'm like, bro, no, you got to give me something better than that.
Yeah, I mean, you run into them later, and I think they thank you if you do it the right way.
Okay.
I did it the wrong way, and they totally don't want nothing to do with you. If you if you kill people, they want nothing to do with you. So you have to sneak in and take them all down peacefully, or else.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about. But you did the monk side missions where you meditate with him, right?
Yeah, that dude too. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Is the ones where you meditate, and then that last one he disappears, and I can't remember what it is that he leaves you, but it ain't nothing like.
He leaves you a brain dance and a book.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, man, you could give me something, man. I need to unlock
that's what I'm saying.
Ability or something.
If they at least came out with the DLC that activated those brain dances, that would be something instead of them just leaving you brain dances and you sell them because it's worth more than money than anything else. But yeah, he leaves you a brain dance, a book, and something to drink or eat or something like that.
And
that's all.
This one is a small gripe, but for us big boned people, can we please get some body types that's like a little bit more stocky though? Like I know I'm in the game and this is supposed to be my residual self-image and I'm supposed to be like, but I'm like, nah, bro, I'm a little more hefty than that. I'm gonna need to put some more LBs on mine.
It's Hollywood there, man. And there's nobody there that doesn't have a cybernetic something.
I'm trying to say, man, if you can let me design my junk, you can let me get a bigger waistline, bro. If I can go that far with it, you should be able to let me make myself look a little more rotund. You got NPCs walking around looking chunky?
Yeah, there's some of them.
So yeah, I'm like, man, just going on and open that up, man. But the flip side about that, man. You gotta do. I mean, you have to do the same thing for the women's.
Oh yeah.
And somebody gonna take that way too far.
Hey, too bad.
Hey man,
too bad, Karen.
Some 12-year-old is gonna lose his mind. Make some chick with some triple F's, and then it'll be a whole thing on social media. This game is so terrible. Look what you can do to degrade women.
I had no idea little Johnny was doing in the basement.
Like that's what your ass get, because little Johnny shouldn't be playing this in the first place. Do some research before you just go buy your kid whatever, man.
Right, it was Keanu Reeves on it. It's got to be good.
Man, please look. They better learn, man. They better learn. That ain't it, bro. That game right there is not for children
at all.
At all, bro.
Don't do it. What else we got, man?
What else do we got, man? Well, look, man. Let me just go on while it's queued up, man. We got love and some thunder.
Yeah, man.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm digging that first little teaser, man. I'm digging the 80s montage. I'm liking Fat Thor getting himself back into shape. Looks dope. But I'm gonna just go on and say it, man. I ain't feeling Jane Foster Thor yet.
Ooh, hot take.
I'm not feeling her yet. Has nothing to do with it being a female, nothing like that. I'm just looking at the look and I'm like, that's real cosplayish. It's real cosplayish. I'm getting Bat-Cullen vibes. I'm getting Bat-Cullen vibes.
No, and I guess the biggest reason why I don't agree is because one, it's the side view, and two, I felt like they took like the most basic scene that they could just to give you a tease of it, because I'm pretty sure seeing it in live action and moving is probably gonna look for us super swarmies. It better at least look like the comic version, because they have pulled so many things so far out of the comics that's like spot on, that they just need to continue that and give us an original Jane Foster look, and I'll be fine with that.
Yeah,
I'll be totally fine with that. But yeah, old girl beefed up though, man.
Yeah, I mean, she swolled up. I'm not saying she did more than Bat-Cullen did.
Didn't she though?
She did more than Bat Cullen did.
She could take him down. I
I'm
think.
just saying, man. It's something to be said about actually putting some thought into your role, player. Anyway,
and some meat in your bones.
something, man. Oh, I digress.
Right.
So put it this way. I'm not saying I don't think she's gonna hit with me. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying from the first look, I was like, man, that should have been earlier in the trailer. That's the money shot. And it's like, man, I gotta remember this is for normies. Because we've been knowing.
Yeah.
But the normies ain't know. They like, what? Thor's a woman? What is this? Man, you know what's crazy? Is I saw like, and not that I didn't expect it, but like Twitter was getting kind of upset, man, over the Lady Thor connection. And like people that don't know the canon and the comics history, why is everything got to be me too? And everything. I'm like, man, look, it's a part of the lore, bro. Like what?
Right.
Calm down, man.
Right. Like Chris Hemsworth's the only one that kind of hung in there that actually gets a movie. So like, where else could they possibly go from here?
I'm just saying, man, Foster? It's like, but even if there was no precedent for it, like even if it had never happened in the comics and they decided to do it, so what, man? Like,
right.
If you're not with it, you're not with it. But why is it got to be like, oh, we have to speak out about this?
It's headlines, man. You get it. You getting attention.
This is crazy, man. Yeah, I don't understand it, man. If the entertainment is not for me, I don't have to consume it.
Exactly.
That's all it is. Just keep it moving, man. There's plenty of other stuff you can watch. You ain't got to, crusade about it. It's not that deep, y'all. It just ain't that deep.
Well, for some of them it is, man. They have to run to, especially Twitter.
Oh, come on,
be the
man.
first one to say they ain't like something.
I'm a Star Wars fan, man. You know I know about it.
Oh yeah.
You know I know about it.
Ooh.
Look, if anybody could see, look, they'd be calling me a traitor right now if they saw that I was wearing a Last Jedi shirt. Yeah, I'm wearing. I mean, just the movie sucked, but I bought this shirt. I'm gonna wear this mother. I ain't finna look.
I mean, the images and your own imagination when you see those images is one thing. You don't have to pay homage to the movie when you see Kylo Ren and you just like Kylo Ren.
Yeah, like Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is dope, man. Like as a character, but like the movies were trash. But you know what?
Exactly.
I paid $20 for this shirt, so I'm gonna wear this shirt until the shirt fall off. Right? Look, we don't waste no clothes around here. We don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
I got 2 Last Jedi shirts. I'm gonna wear both them mofos until the threads separate and I can't look. And then I'm gonna turn them into rags for the dogs. I'm gonna get every ounce of my $20 out of this joint. Man,
you said till the ashes.
Till the ashes, bro. Yes, that's it, man.
But no, man, I am definitely hyped and I am looking forward to Thor Love and Thunder. I'm actually looking forward to it more than Doctor Strange 2.
What?
If I'm being honest.
What?
Yeah, I had to say it.
I respect it, but no, bro. You know how I am about my Doctor Strange, bro. Doctor Strange is like one of my favorite MCU movies, period. So,
right. I mean, and it's a good movie. I don't know. I guess I just wasn't taken with Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. Man. And I'm not saying that he's a bad one. Like, I actually think he is a good fit. I'm just not taken with it. It's kind of like when they had what's his name, Chris Evans as Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
It took like 2 movies before I was like, okay, I can accept this. So like maybe this second movie will do it. But
so this is another example of how I know that we are connected on some cosmic level. Because low-key, I hated Captain America when I first saw it. And he was the main reason.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't stand Chris Evans' Cap in the first movie. I tolerated him in Winter Soldier because Winter Soldier went hard. And I'm sorry, but my man Bucky went hard in Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, okay, Cap, I can rock with you, bro. Like, and then it wasn't until later on that I was like, okay, I'm a Cap fan. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I could not stand Captain America when it first came out. I was like, no, this ain't it. This ain't it.
I mean, to this day, like if I'm gonna watch it, I got to put myself in 10-year-old mode, and I'm only watching my parts that I like.
See, I enjoy the first Captain America now. Like I'll watch that when I just want to throw a movie on. I'll put like the OG Cap on. and watch it now. That or Winter Soldier. I watch Civil War. I like, but Civil War to me is not it's a Captain America movie, but it's more like a team up. So I kind of slot that more of like in the Avengers lane. But Winter Soldier is the better is the best of the Captain America movies so far. But my favorite is the original. It has grown on me.
Yeah, it definitely fits the original mantra that it was supposed to have.
Yeah, that it did.
But for Thor, like, I don't know, I enjoy the character, and I just enjoy when we can get cosmic things in the MCU. And I don't know, Eternals didn't exactly hit the way I thought it would for a cosmic movie, but Thor always delivers on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're always going to some planet somewhere doing something. And you know, like I'm glad to see that they're teaming them up with the Guardians of the Galaxy, because you know that's gonna be franchise.
I love that dynamic, man.
Yes,
so I think that was some of the best comedy that we've seen in the MCU between Star-Lord and Thor, bro. That's hilarious.
So I'm looking forward to seeing all that. I'm looking forward to see how that dynamic plays out. I doubt that they're gonna have Beta Ray Bill. I'm holding out hope though. I'm right with you. But I doubt that they'll have Beta Ray Bill, because I was seeing a couple things that saying like Keith David would like to come in and at least voice him. And I think that would be dope. That would be perfect voice for him. But you know, because of that, it kind of makes me wonder if they're either like dropping little hints and playing with us, or you know what I mean, like maybe it's another reference. But I would enjoy it if he's in this movie. But otherwise, Jane Foster, I'm interested to see how they decide to play that, because this is not. Well, the way it looks, they're not playing it like how it happened in the comics.
Gotcha.
So, and I'm not sure which run they're going to use if they're for when they do have it where Thor and Jane Foster Thor is active at the same time. So I'm just looking forward to see how they do the story. And you know, the fact that they're pulling stuff straight out of the comics, I'm down. Like it just looks like it's going to be dope and funny, and another like Ragnarok 2. I like Ragnarok.
Yes, so, Ragnarok is my favorite Thor movie, easy.
Yeah, easily. I'm looking forward to it. And you know, I know we get Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange like is also going to be dope, especially with some of the cameos and things. But I don't know, man. I'm a Thor fan when it comes to the movies.
That's what's up. Yeah, I like Thor, man. And I especially like you said, after Ragnarok, man, and it was all in, and then Endgame sealed it for me, man. I was all in. It was Team Fat Thor. You know me, man. Favorite line of the movie. Favorite line of the movie, man. Are you here about the cable?
Cable?
That's my joint, bro. What's up, Nerd Executive? I saw you. And oh, by the way, before I forget, if you want to see a breakdown on or more information on any of the subjects we touching on, links are in the description, man. We got a breakdown for the Thor teaser. We got that demo for the Superman that we talked about. There's links to the Cyberpunk news, man. We got the links and Moon Knights, which we will be getting to shortly. But yeah, man, I'm with this Thor stuff, man. I'm definitely with the Thor movie. I can't wait to see what they do with it, man. I think it's gonna be dope. I want to see how my man handles Gore the God Butcher, and I'm anxious and still eager to see Lady Thor. Like I said, it's just that shot in the teaser didn't do it for me, man. I was like, oh man, this is the best y'all could get.
It's the best they wanted to give you.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's the draw. They haven't shown the two draws of the movie yet. You know what I'm saying? They showed a little bit of Jane Foster, but you don't get to see her in action. You just really get to see her post up. They have not shown Gore the God Butcher.
Nope. Didn't even mention my guy.
Right. So it's a teaser, but I mean, you figured they would show the threat in it, and they haven't at all. They're making it all lightweight. So I want to see what it looks like when they get heavyweight on it. And I'm just curious what my man Christian Bale looks like live action. You know, I'm hoping the toys are a watered down, because it happens sometimes. It happens that toys aren't exactly like the movie iteration. It's kind of on purpose. It fools you.
Yes.
So I'm hoping that when we get to see Gore and more of Zeus and all his gods and everything out there, I ain't seen what my man Russell Crowe looked like. Like when I can get the full trailer and I can see how that is, then we'll see if my hype level changes or not. But
no doubt.
Just in general, for what we got, I'm ready.
Yes. You and me both. You know what else I'm ready for, man?
What's that?
I'm ready for them to go on and tell me what the hell did I just watch?
Some dopeness.
In fact, it was. Let me just say this, man. I was like telling people to hold on because I was hearing this and I was like, I don't know, man. Like, let's slow down. But I think this might be the best Marvel MCU show episode we've gotten yet.
Yes, this last one.
This last episode, bruh.
Yeah.
Talk about throwing you for a loop.
Yeah.
Talk about
all
throwing
the
you
way.
for a loop, man. I'm like, what in the... I had to sit up, and then I made the mistake. I made the mistake of watching this, and the show ended for me about 4 a.m. So I'm half asleep. The sativa has got a hold of me. And next thing you know, I see all this white, spoiler alert, by the way. And I'm like, what's going on? Wait, let's back it up before we even talk about that. Let's talk about the whole fake Indiana Jones, old Tomb Raider looking bootleg.
Yeah.
Boy, I was so confused. I thought I hit a button on the remote and changed it to a different input or something. I was like, what is this? What is this? I don't know what I'm watching. It was like, then I'm like, oh, is this supposed to be like bootleg Steve? I'm like, oh snap. Now,
yeah, they got me to the end of that.
They got me, man. And then just again, I say it every week we talk about Moon Knight, man. But Oscar Isaac, put some respect on that man's name, bro. Cause like every scene, this dude is bringing it, man. He is bringing it in every scene. Like, I just respect, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. He's going very seamlessly into all of his different personalities.
Yes.
And even at the end where you got two different screams and the two different kind of reactions to the same thing, that's completely dope. And kudos to the writers too, because I didn't think that they'd actually like keep him. Like, I thought that they would like capture him, tie him up, make him watch or something like that. But nah, he just straight shot him.
Right. It was just like straight out the blue. I was like, hey, damn. So they just gonna smoke dude like that? Like, oh snap.
Yeah,
and then
man.
it's just like, wait, what? What is going on? Now, y'all know here at the Mayne Authority, I have to keep it a buck. And we have spoken on this before. If I'm not mistaken, I believe we had this conversation back when John Boyega had some choice words about his depiction in Star Wars. So I cannot and will not let this go. If you was with us on Wednesday, we did a little celebrating on the Discord. You know what day it was. Shout out to my peeps that was there. But I brought this up, man, and I was thinking about whether or not I was gonna bring it up on the show, but I got to, man. Why they always giving us busted edge ups in movies, man? Like that little black dude, bro. They could have did better with his lineup than that. Like, I'm like, is this supposed to be like egregiously bad? Like, is this part of like the appeal of this being so out of whack? Y'all couldn't find somebody to line this little dude up before we did this? Why, man? I don't know. I don't understand it, man. Look, I don't care how broke I was as a kid, and I was broke. My parents was poor. But you know what I always had? A damn edge up. My parents didn't put me in the streets looking like just whatever. That boy ain't had no product on that fro, bro. Shout out to the homie Kavai, man, because he was co-hosting with me on Wednesday, man. We had a blast. That man didn't get no blue magic. They ain't give him no soul glow. They ain't try to give my man an S curl. They just had my man look like he had burnt taco meat up there. He was on that Kevin Durant. Like, nah, bro. Like, edge ups for my people, man.
Yes, Marvel. We're talking to you, Marvel.
Exactly. White should. Black hairlines matter, man. It makes a difference.
It does, man.
You know what? I shouldn't expect anything different because remember that one, I can't remember which movie it was, but it was this one movie where they had Anthony Mackie as as Falcon. And my dude had this like beard line up where it was like, wait a minute, like what is this supposed to be a futuristic goatee or something? Like, I gotta go back and find out what movie that was. But it's one movie where my man's sideburn line, like to his pork chop was like way over here, bro. It was like I'm like,
I'm trying to remember which one that
was. Was that the end of Endgame where he was looking like that, bro? Like, I'm like, hold on, who did this to this man?
I'm trying to think if it was Endgame or Winter Soldier.
Who did this to this man?
No,
like,
it wasn't Winter Soldier.
It was disrespectful, is what it was, man. Like, you know what? Hold on, man. You know what? We finna detour. I'm finna derail the whole show. Hold on, man. Endgame. I gotta know, man. Winter. No.
Urban Guru says it was Endgame.
Okay.
And so does MRVP. 28.
Okay, so people know what I'm talking about then.
Right.
Okay. Like, man, because, bruh, like,
because it wasn't the show.
No, it wasn't.
They took it out by the time they got to Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, man. It was, you know what? Was it am I looking at this on Winter Soldier, bro? Like, where's the side? The side. Yes. Right here. Hold on, man. Hold on. Just wait a minute. Yeah, we finna put it on the people, man. Hold on, man. Let me just let me do that. And then hold on. We gotta make this. There we go. Yeah, man. Like, all right. Like, nah, because it was unacceptable. We got to discuss.
Yeah, it's totally Endgame. I remember now.
Yes, it was definitely Endgame, and I'm about to show y'all right now just what I mean.
Half a Moon Knight on his face.
Yeah, it was disrespectful. It was so disrespectful. Wallace, you got that queued up, man. You got that queued up. All right, look, hit him with it.
Give it to him,
bruh. Why this man got this whole chin line under here with the It's like it looked like a paste on beard that was made for somebody whose face is smaller than Anthony Mackie's.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out too. When I was looking at that.
I was so confused.
What am I looking at here? Because like there's like an inch between his ear. And...
Right. I'm so confused. Like, I don't understand it at all.
Like,
I don't understand
green screen
it.
His face on somebody else because he couldn't be there that day. Did they have to paste on the beard before he did shots for Altered Carbon? I'm not.
Yeah, man. Like,
the old drunk uncle lineup.
Yes, it's like for real, man. Like, they like, bro, we gonna get you right, man. We gonna make. Let me take care of this. I used to barber back when I was in juvie. Like, no, right. Don't do it.
Oh, man.
And my man, like I said, and then you had my man's with the fro in this last episode of Moon Knight, man. Look, there's nobody else championing this, man. So I gotta be the one to do it. That's fine. But we gonna have to figure this out. We gonna have to figure this out, man, because it cannot be. You hear me? It cannot. I will not stand for this. We gotta do better. We have got to do better, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think
they're doing that to Chiwetel in Doctor Strange too, because he looked like
them dreads look disrespectful too, though. Them dreads look disrespectful too, bruh. No, we not letting that slide. Go back and look at that trailer, bruh.
Don't talk about
he got. You know what he got?
That, man.
No, it ain't your dreads.
They was gonna try to make me make it. No, man.
He got them Shamar Moore, Tyler Perry braids, bruh. You know what I'm talking about, man. Like, nah, we can't. Y'all got to do better than this. We got to do better than this. It's 2022. Put some respect on our hairline, man.
I tried. Yeah. I know. I tried to divert it, but I was looking at them too, and I'm hoping they CGI them dreads a little better.
Bro, they got to do something, man. Like get somebody in there that know what they doing, bro. It's not working for me at all. I can't do it, man. Look, they done made. We supposed to be talking Moon Knight. We talking hairlines.
See, all this is just showing why Moon Knight is such a great show, because we ain't talking about nothing bad about the show.
Right.
Everything good about the show is making us point out everything bad that MCU's done.
That's the worst thing about it.
Last 2 years.
I will say that, because if the worst thing about it is they can't get the black hairlines right, then that's, you know what, we really can't expect. This is an epidemic in Hollywood. It's been that way for decades. We know, but
we know.
Moon Knight, man, like, so they really didn't turn this on, because I was thinking about this when I was watching the episode. We saw this coming. Like,
yeah,
we knew that there was a possibility that this was the way the show was going to go. Now, what happened with me is they caught me off guard with it, because I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting it to have been introduced before this last episode. So I had kind of put it on the back burner as like, like I hadn't really been thinking about it. And certainly wasn't thinking about it when my man put the bullet in my dude. I was like, oh, wait a minute. But that's the beauty of this show, man. And that's what's so crazy about this, is I was thinking about it when I was watching it. Can you imagine normies watching this?
Oh, yeah.
That don't know jack about Moon Knight, man. Like, how crazy is this got to be for somebody that's trying to like piece all of this together? And I mean that in a good way. Really, it's not a bad. I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm saying like it's wild. Like this is really some dope, like in-depth type ish, man. Like the comic book movie industry, or whatever you want to call it, that genre has got a lot of flack from some of these old heads in Hollywood saying, oh, it's not real art, and it's cookie cutter and all of this. Man, there's a lot of depth in this, bro. Like there's a whole lot of depth in shows like Moon Knight, man. And it's like, if you're not seeing that, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Right. And I'll say this. I will say that this is the first show so far that makes me feel like I've gotten so much in 4 episodes. Like, I remember we was watching Wanda. I remember watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Even parts of Loki. I was man, I want to see the next episode, but I didn't feel like I got too much. I just got a progression of a story that I feel like I know where it's going.
Yeah.
And Moon Knight has definitely been something refreshing that is twists and turns left and right. And it's kind of it's definitely keeping you engaged and enthralled at the same time, because especially like the ending there with Tower at the end, it's like, the hell's going on now? Where he's getting picked up by the hippo goddess. Like,
right.
What is happening here?
See, and
what is going down?
Even then, like when the hippo goddess popped up, I was like, I had to look back down in my hand and go, what exactly was I in? What is this? Like, this might be a bad batch. And I ain't talking Star Wars, man. No Star Wars, bro. I was like, hold on, man. Wait. And I was like, oh, snap. Okay, I see where this is going. I'm like, so wait a minute then. Is she trapped in the same place with this dude? Like, is this where they prisoned at? Is this what it looks like? Like all of these imprisoned gods is like in the sanitarium? Like what's going on, man? It's so intriguing, man. And to your point, it's like, this is the first show that has me from a storyline standpoint geeked about every episode and like getting to the next episode, because Loki was dope, and Loki, you anticipated it from week to week, but that was more so because you were waiting for like that big reveal of the multiverse and the Kang thing and everything. You kind of knew that where that was going. Where this show has introduced plot points to where I'm just like, no, I want to know what's going on with so and so, or I want to see where this is going. Like, when are we gonna see that third person? Like, where is this going? Like, I so many questions, man. And it's just like, you can't, like, you just enjoy the ride, bro. And it's like up and down, everything is dope. And I'm loving it, man. I can't even put my thoughts together, because I'm like, it's so much going on in the show, but at the same time, you don't get lost. The character portrayals are dope, and it's keeping you intrigued, because you don't really know where this show is going next.
Right.
Which is,
well,
that's a new thing, I think.
Yes. But I am hoping that at least the next part of this is going to explain why he has multiple personality disorder. Like, that's something that I would like to dive more into. And I kind of like your theory too. I believe it was you said it, that
about the traumatic incident.
Yes.
That's what it. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
really
yeah,
hope
yeah.
that's the payoff. I hope that the payoff is that whatever situation happened with old girl's
Layla.
dad, with Layla's dad, and those mercenaries, I really do hope that that's the trigger point that he decided that he needed to create, or not decided, but subconsciously created these multiple personalities in order to bury those memories or to hide them with somebody else, and that's the direction they're going, because that would be amazing, man. It would just be dope for it to all tie together that way.
Yeah, because they still haven't introduced that third personality, but they did allude to it pretty heavy toward the end of the episode there. So
Yeah.
I would like to see if that's going to be something that he needs to unleash in order to break out of where he's into. And also, they have to explain, or at least show, how he's able to get the power of Khonshu back without actually releasing Khonshu. I'm not sure if they're going to release him from that, but there's a way for him to get the power. Or maybe he still has it and hasn't tapped into it and realized it yet, because my man's that he's going up against, that was the Wolf by Night or whatever, he has the power of Amit already, and they just found that little avatar. So there's got to be a way that he can still tap into the power and use the suit and get back out of it, even though he got shot a couple times.
Right.
Which was, it's kind of hard to watch at first. It was
True
pretty deep.
True story.
It's pretty deep, you know. Can't help people who don't want to help themselves.
I
have to remember that line.
That's
it.
Man.
I say it all the time. Just the way he delivered that.
Yes.
Just like,
yes,
man. Let me shoot somebody twice in the chest and tell them the same thing. No, I'm just joking.
We just kidding, man. We just kidding.
Man, definitely just kidding. Y'all, I know people take things very seriously around here.
Yes,
gotta watch out.
Very seriously.
Very, very seriously. Man, I'm all here for that next episode. Give me some explanations. Give me some. Now is an appropriate time to hit me with a flashback. I'm okay with the flashback. This next episode to explain some things so we can propel forward. And I don't care if it's the whole entire episode at this point, because it's been a wild ride already. I'm pretty sure the flashback is not going to be any different. Plus, we need the origin of how he got the powers and all that types of stuff anyway. So, yeah. And then episode 6 being the conclusions, like they wrote it right. Finally, I will say, I'm already going to say it's going that way. They wrote it the correct way. Finally, because now I'm not kind of lost in the middle like I kind of was with Wanda.
Yeah.
And I'm not cringing at certain things that I got from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So
yeah, I
would have to agree. This is most definitely shaping out to be one of the best MCU story episodic IPs they got right now.
Last question I want to hit you with on the Moon Knight, because again, since we both agree this last episode was probably, like, so far the best that we've seen. Do you think that now that we are, fingers crossed, knock on wood, whatever you want to say, post Pandy, right? And now studios can kind of get back to some level of normalcy in terms of, shooting schedules and whatnot, and not having to worry about, having that disrupted. I think what we're seeing with Moon Knight is, like, with the further we get away from that, the pandemic, the better the quality of these shows. So with that being the case, is Moon Knight now to be the standard for what we expect out of the MCU with these shows? Or will we look back and say Moon Knight was kind of like that rare exception?
Okay, so what I will say that this is at least a standard we might be able to get used to when it comes to limited series.
Okay.
When it comes to maybe getting something of an origin episodic IP, this is probably something that they're going to stick to as far as a standard goes. I'm not sure if we can say that this is something that is a complete standard for like all of their shows, because if they're going to have reoccurring seasons, the elements, of course, might be a little bit different than they are and present themselves. So I would say it's safe to say for a limited series, this is at least something we can look forward to. We'll have to see how they handle maybe like She-Hulk, or the Echo show. If Echo show wind up being a little bit more and it's not a limited series, then yeah. But I agree with you though on the quality of it getting better, getting out of the panty. There was just so many things that were getting pushed, so many things that were getting delayed, a lot of things up in the air. They might be able to catch up and do a little bit better, but there's only but so much quality that we can expect from that. Like when it comes to maybe the CGI and all that types of stuff, that takes its normal amount of time. But the pandy really affected the people. It affected their performance and their ability to be able to do certain things. And so now that that's completely removed, I don't see any reason why any of their future IPs can't be just as good, if not continue getting better.
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And that's my thing, is just like, you know, quality wise, I think it's going to be subjective in the sense that you're going to enjoy what you enjoy. Like some people like, you know, WandaVision more, some people like Loki more, some people like this more. You know, you got whatever show you gravitate towards. But I think the thing that's undeniable is kind of like from a continuity standpoint and just watching kind of the way the episodes are building on top of each other. You can tell that there wasn't like a lot of shuffling that needed to be done with this show.
Right.
Like, it doesn't seem like there's like places where it's like, oh, well, why are we jumping from here to here all of a sudden? Like, or why is now like this episode just took a hard pivot into a different direction? Like, it don't even make sense. Or why did they mention this at the beginning and then never ever follow up on it? WandaVision.
And I'll tell you this, another show that even you liked was Hawkeye.
Yes.
And I feel like that one kind of evaded the effects of the pandemic because of what was going on with Jeremy Renner at the time. They had to kind of reschedule and push that show off.
Okay.
So that's why I feel like Moon Knight is the first like honest show outside of that we're getting in what we'll call the new age now.
Right.
As opposed to even Hawkeye. It was already scripted, ready to go, and they were already kind of shooting it. But then, like I said, they stopped for a little bit and shuffled it around.
Right.
To where it was kind of just out the gate one of the first shows in that new age, but it didn't really feel like it,
right? Because
that was one of the shows that's already slated. How they were, you know, in the way we got it in that block that we got them in. Yeah. So from here, I'm not entirely sure what shows we're supposed to be getting after Moon Knight, and I'll give points to anybody who does know. But yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where we're gonna go in shows, like I said, like She-Hulk. When they bring Echo out, they finally tackle Daredevil. By the time we get to Daredevil, I'd like to see some phenomenal things come out of that show. And just a small, quick tangent when it comes to Daredevil, we definitely need to get my man cameoed with some of the proper
it's coming.
In his show.
It's coming, man. I guarantee you, it's coming. I think they're playing it slow right now.
Yeah, Miss Marvel is the next one. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, I think
I probably spaced on that because I'm not really.
Yeah, I'm not really. We talked about it. Miss Marvel's probably not for. It's probably for the children.
Yeah.
Let the children go. Oh,
right.
Sorry,
I mean, we might talk about it, but yeah. Which, if you're not on the Discord, you just missed on that main movie night.
Right, man. So, we did like what 2 this week, right?
Yeah,
we did Last Action Hero, and then 3 movies actually, because man, we did that, and then celebrating the Perp God himself, Prince. We did Under the Cherry Moon, and we did Purple Rain. Shout out to the homie Vito, because either he had never seen either one of them joints, or it had been some years since he saw it, and I was really getting a kick out of Vito being all into both of them flicks, man. Like, 2 of them are like Under the Cherry Moon is one of my guilty pleasure favorites, man. I don't know why I love that movie so much, but I think it's dope. And we all know what it is with Purple Rain, man. Like, how can you not vibe whenever that movie's on?
Exactly.
Trying to tell you, man.
While I got y'all's attention, we also got a TikTok now.
That's right.
So get on that TikTok, Mayne, at the Mayne Authority. You know all about that. And we'll be putting some of those TikTok videos on YouTube, some shorts. We're going to be doing a lot more on that tip there. So keep your eyes and ears open for the Mayne Authority. We are going to be doing it.
Yes, big things coming as we approach year number 2, my guy.
Right.
Can you believe it's almost been a year? Like, we coming up on that home stretch, man.
Yeah, man. I think we had a pretty good year considering how we started to where we are. Yes.
I would say, hey, man, it's just proof that all things that should happen do happen in time.
Yes, and it happened as they should.
Exactly the way that they should, and wouldn't change one bit of it, man.
Nah, man.
This is a dope ride, and I'm ready to keep it moving.
Yep, like the stars behind us.
You already know, my guy.
Facts.
But like we always say, it is about that time. You ain't got to go home. But you got to get the hell up out of here. Yes, sir. For the homie Lavish B, I am your boy Freddie Roy, and we will catch you in the next episode. Hey. Look at that, on time and got it right. Let's go.
The Force will be with you, always.
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man?
Why did you say that name?
You hear about the cable?
What is thy bidding, my master?
Asgard. Forever, forever, ever. Forever, forever, ever.
This is the way. This is the way. Why did you say that name? This is the way.
Ah, my chest! My bloody chest!
Come on, man.
The chicken!
Hey man, y'all sure y'all don't want to like burn one first, man? Come on, man. On with you, man. On with you, man.
Asgard.